So here we are, just under 1 week away from the 2024 Chicago Marathon. It's been a long process getting here, but we are finally up to race week. We have just under 7 days before I drive to Chicago and take part in the race. And so what I wanted to do just before we get there, as I'm winding down into my taper, I wanted to kind of go through all the gear that I'm using. So what shoes am I going to wear on Sunday? What am I going to wear in terms of my outfit, my socks, my hat, my jersey? What am I going to do for nutrition? What about my watch? What is everything I use so that I know I will be successful on race day? So obviously the first thing, and arguably one of the most important pieces of gear, is going to be your running shoes that you choose to run your race in. You got a sneak peek of these in the intro, but these are my not so brand new pair of Hoka Clifton 9s. Now, I've been doing all of my training for the past 17 weeks in my old Hoka Clifton 9s, but these are just overall a solid training shoe. They're really great, supportive, cushioned, and this is what I'm going to be racing in, the Hoka Clifton 9. Now, I got a really nice white colorway because I haven't gotten them dirty yet. They're about 2 weeks old, but I've broken them in a little bit, 40 to 50 miles on these shoes. Again, the Hoka Clifton 9, these are what I'm going to be racing in. Last year I made the decision to try out a carbon shoe. I went with the Hoka Carbon X, and long story short, that completely wrecked my joints, my legs, my feet, everything. So this year I'm sticking with what I know, what I've trained in, the highly cushioned Hoka Clifton 9. It's going to get me through all 26 miles and hopefully look pretty good doing it. And after we talk about shoes, it just makes sense to go into what I'm going to be wearing on race day. And if you know or seen any of my videos from last year, it's going to be the exact same outfit. On the bottom, I have the Brooks Source 9-inch half tights. These are really good. If you haven't raced in half tights, I really encourage you to try it at least once. But the reason I like these, they make you feel fast, they're compressive, and they have these really nice pockets on the side that hold all of your gels super firm to your legs. You don't have to worry about carrying those. You don't have to worry about having a belt or anything kind of flying around while racing. For the 9-inch half tights, I wore them last year. I'll be wearing them again this year. On top of the half tights, same as last year, the Team World Vision orange racing jersey. I got this just about a year ago today, and it's not the most high quality jersey out there. I'll be the first to tell you that, but it's pretty light. It gets the moisture off you, and it makes you feel fast. And again, if you don't know, I am racing this Chicago Marathon for Team World Vision. I'll put a link down below. I am fundraising to help provide children with access to clean water in countries and places where they don't have easy access to that. But this is what I'll be wearing on top, the race singlet. Wore it last year. It works super well for me, so don't fix it if it's not broken. Socks are an important thing that some people overlook. I've been training in these socks every single one of my long runs. They're a longer cut on the sock, and so if I end up kicking something up or I'm running into my own legs down below, then I won't be cutting myself up. I'll just have these. Now, one thing that I haven't fully decided on yet is what to wear on my head. I do have some relatively long hair, so I like to put something on my head, whether that's a headband, a hat, a hair tie, whatever. But I have two options. The first option, you're seeing a trend. This is exactly what I wore in the race last year. This is a Lululemon headband. I apologize, I don't know the name of it, but I did wear this last year. It's super great for keeping sweat out of your eyes, keeping my hair out of my face. I wore it last year. If I decide to, I'll most likely end up wearing it again this year. My other option, I have this Alter Ego running hat that I've also, if you watch my other videos, you've seen this in a couple of my long runs, a couple of my workouts. This is super light, super airy. Again, also keeps the hair out of my face. That's the main point of it, but this is my other option. I haven't fully decided yet, but both good options that I've trained with previously. I talked about the shorts that I'm wearing, why it's important to have something that holds your nutrition, whether that's a belt, whether that's your pair of shorts, or whatever solution you come up with to hold that. But what am I bringing actually for nutrition for during the race? Everything I've been training with, I've been using the same gels repeatedly over and over again throughout my long runs and workouts, and that is the Bare Performance Nutrition Go Gel. Specifically, the mixed berry flavor is my favorite. So I'm going to be bringing 5 of these gels with me during the race. I'll probably only need 4, but always bring an extra gel just in case something happens. You never know if you drop it, you miss one, you need an extra because you're running faster than expected, hotter than expected. I'm gonna bring 5 of these. Now these are great. They're 100 calories, 24 grams of carbs, and electrolytes in there too. And they're pretty much just a whole food gel. You got apple juice concentrate, brown syrup, apple puree, purified water. I love them. And they've been great to me. I've trained with them in the past. I've used them on my long runs. They don't upset my stomach. So these are what I'm going to be using for my nutrition. Again, 5 Bare Performance Nutrition Mixed Berry Go Gels. Finally, the last thing I want to talk about, and again, probably most important besides the shoes, is going to be the watch that I'm carrying with me. This is the Garmin Venue watch. Now, I've been using this watch for the better part of 4 years now, and it's not the fanciest watch. It's no $400 Forerunner or the Phoenix or whatever they're coming out with these days. But the Venue does everything I need it to, and it's held the test of time, right? So I can do anything I need on here, manual splits, workouts, everything, and the battery stays. This is what I've been training with. It's what I've always practiced with. I'm not going to go out and get a new watch just for the race, but this has done so well for me, and this is the watch that I'm going to be using during the race. So there it is. That's, simple in a nutshell. You really don't need that much gear and equipment when you're going into race, just enough to get you through and have you not worry about anything. So that's everything I'm going to be using, but we're about a week out from race day. I've trained in all this. I've prepared in it. I know it's not going to fail me. Now the only thing left to do is have about a week worth of taper, and the next thing you know, we'll be in Chicago for the race.